Hi YouTube friends, this is Megan here and welcome to my channel. If you are recently subscribed to me, welcome back to my channel and I appreciate you so much being here with me. Today I need to do some preserving. Our garden vegetables and things like that are just coming in hot and I don't want to waste them. I've already wasted a few and it's kind of breaking my heart because I'm trying so hard. Like, I'm a newbie gardener and I'm trying so hard to produce as much as possible. And so when the little bits kind of went to waste, well, we gave them to the chickens, so they didn't go fully to waste, but to waste for us, so I didn't like it. And so I need to do some preserving. I'm going to do some dehydrating and I want to make some bone broth. I'm going to do beef bone broth, and then I want to make some chicken broth because I have some chicken feet. Now that I'm thinking about that, I need both. So we're gonna do that. I kind of want to make some cinnamon rolls too. So I have so much on my mind that I want to do right now. It's my daughter's nap time and I try to get done as much as humanly possible during her nap time because she's so young and needs all of my attention right now. So I just figured I would take you guys along with this whole nap time journey with me and we'll see what we can get done. One thing I wanted to mention, I'm learning that I don't like to edit my videos. It's just not fun for me. It takes a lot of time and I am not very skilled when it comes to technology. I'm very challenged in that area. And so learning how to do the music and the...
This was super funny.
What?
I was logging into my Nintendo and I went on the wrong account and I had to turn my game off and I had to turn it back on and then I had to go back on my account.
Did you get it on yours?
Yeah.
Do you have V-Bucks?
Huh?
Do you have V-Bucks still?
Well, someone's spinning me because I had 200 and now I have 50.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. The only other person that could be is your brother.
Because when I used to spend his V-Bucks, I never spend his V-Bucks now, and now he's probably spending my V-Bucks. Now I have 50 V-Bucks. You're going to be paying your butt.
My children have very limited technology time too. So right now they're getting to play their video games and this is a big deal to them. But like I was saying, I don't like to edit my videos. I'm very challenged in technology. So there's probably gonna be not much editing done to this and I hope you guys like it. If you wanna see more videos like this, then please leave it down in the comments so that I know what to put out for you guys. So let's get, yesterday I chopped up and put a bunch of vegetables on the dehydrating trays and I popped them into the freezer so that they would freeze and just be ready for me to put them into the dehydrator. Was trying to make the process easier for me. So let me go ahead and pull these. Let me put you. Okay, so I'm gonna pull these out and make sure everything's not stuck to them. I have some sweet, everything in here except for the apples is from the garden. I ordered like a bunch of apples and the kids would like eat halves of them and stuff like that. So normally I just threw those things away and now that just makes me cringe. So I was chopping them up, putting the rest of the pieces of the apples into a bag, and then I just said that I would dehydrate them whenever I had enough to fill up all the trays. And now I do. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. My dehydrator is right over here. Sorry guys, let's see, yeah. So my dehydrator is right here and I'm gonna pop these in here real quick. And get this part of this going. Dehydrating is so easy and it literally, I mean, it takes no time at all for you, like the prep work. So we have like zucchini and this is sweet basil. Now This is gonna take much longer than this, but I don't mind because I can just take the the top off of that and then just pull the basil out when its time is up. Okay. Okay, now I'm just gonna pop this lid on here, and something is wet and spilled down there getting my socks. Oh geez, I guess the only part that I did not think about when I was putting this over here is that the control center to it is on top for this one. So I'm gonna have to reach up top and try and fix it. All right. I'm going to put this to 12 hours. Okay, so I set it to 125 degrees and I put it on for 12 hours. That's it. Like I'm just gonna walk away from it. I'm gonna stop it to pull out the basil, but other than that, I'm completely done with it. And that's so nice. I need fast, easy stuff like that. Okay, now let's go ahead and get our chicken feet right here. Oh, sorry guys. Some chicken feet. The only thing is, I need to thaw these and wash them before. So we're gonna do the beef bone broth first, since these came from the butcher, so they are already clean and ready to go. Okay. Yeah. All right, my pot's in here. I obviously didn't have it all together before I got on camera with you guys, but I'm gonna wash this real quick. This is actually gonna pop this on over here because I want to make the cinnamon rolls right here. So we'll go over here, do it. I have 2 bags of these bones, beef bones. They're from the cows that my husband has. He has like a whole herd of beef cows. Every now and then we get to butcher one and enjoy the goodness of that. Okay, bones are in here. I'm going to add, what's this? I want to put I'm going to put oregano in here too, because we are going into the fall months, which means that there's going to be sicknesses and things like that that are coming around. And so oregano is very, very good for you. And it's an anti-inflammatory. So just having that in there makes me feel better. I have an onion that I forgot about in the fridge, so I'm just gonna cut this in half and throw it in there. All right, let's max it out. Like that. Leaves and all. What else should I put in here? Let's look and see if I have anything else. I know I have carrots, but I want to put carrots in chicken feed. Probably just salt and pepper then. Actually, it looks like I need to go to the grocery store and I didn't realize it. Okay, that's it. Just gonna put salt and pepper in it. The salt and pepper goes with everything. Okay, we're gonna pop this on. We're gonna set it to the soup and broth one, but let me see what that. Oh, it is, okay. And it's gonna go on for 4 hours. And even after the 4 hours, I could turn it on and put it on longer if I wanted to. What I'm gonna do though is I'm going to drain this after the 4 hours. And then I'm just going to leave everything in there and then add more water and do it again. What's really cool about doing broth is a lot of the times you can get multiple like sessions out of just that set of bones or vegetables or anything like that, and there's still a ton of nutrients in them. So we're gonna get the most out of it because I'm going to be canning it. All right. So my sourdough starter is, I just fed it and it's not quite ready yet. Yeah, I think it still needs a little bit longer. It's not bad, but I definitely want it to have a little longer. The recipe that I have calls for sourdough cinnamon rolls, but I've been telling my kids that I'm gonna make cinnamon rolls for a long time now, and I just have not done it. So I'm going to make it using the recipe that I have, just with yeast, and hope that works. Let's find out. So the recipes, most of the recipes that I use are either found on Pinterest or from Farmhouse on Boone. I love her recipes. And I usually just buy one of her printable books. All right. Sourdough cinnamon rolls. I've made this multiple times. It's so delicious. But like I said, we are going to try using yeast. Okay, I have everything. Instead of the sourdough. Flour going. I just started using my grain mill, and I love it. It's definitely different than just using flour. It does take some getting used to.
I want up there.
You want up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll put you up here, but I'm gonna be cooking and talking, okay? So, are you just gonna hang out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Guess what?
What?
There's this last guy, and we both have her, and I automatically died, and he won the game.
Oh, jeez.
What this? I
That's
had
chicken feet.
I would eat that chicken.
You want to eat the chicken feet?
Yeah. Do you touch the chicken? Do you touch it? It's touch that chicken?
Yeah, we got the chicken.
Or it's the mean chicken or the tail?
No.
Why?
Yes. So Jude doesn't have video games, and so whenever it's their scheduled video game time, he gets to watch my phone.
Oh.
Okay, my camera died. I'm really not sure where it like stopped and died. I was trying to get all the ingredients together and wasn't paying attention. But okay, so our wheat berries are milled and ready to go. And so I'm just gonna start with like a half a cup or a little bit more than a half a cup of warm water. And then I'll do 2 tablespoons of dry active yeast. I always do a little bit more dry active yeast whenever I'm making things because I'm impatient and I don't like to wait for it to rise. Obviously sour, when you're making sourdough, it's a little bit different. You have to be patient. But for something like this, I'm just going to throw in more yeast and it'll be fine. So remember, warm water, because we don't want to kill our yeast. So we got to do warm water, not hot water. And so maybe like 3/4 a cup. And then 2 tablespoons of yeast. And then I'm gonna throw in just a little bit of honey with that and stir it up. I'm gonna put a little bit more water in. I am going to let that get all fresh and bubbly, and then I will bring you guys back in about 10 minutes when it's ready, and we'll continue to make these cinnamon rolls. Okay, so this is how we're looking now, and that's pretty much only been about 5 minutes, hence why I add extra yeast. Okay. Let's add the rest of our ingredients now. We're going to do, says, in a bowl combine starter, flour, honey, water, and melted coconut. So now that our yeast is good, we're gonna add our coconut, which is half a cup. Yes, half a cup of melted coconut oil. And that's not quite enough, so I need to get my other one. oily hands. Always a challenge. Oh, oh, trying not to make too much of a mess here. Okay, so half a cup of melted coconut oil. That one was a little chunky, but oh well. Let's do honey. We're gonna do half a cup of honey, I believe. Yeah, half a cup of honey. I'm so blessed. I married a beekeeper, so we have endless amounts of honey. I do most of my baking with honey. And flour. She uses 4 cups, so I'm going to use 4 cups of freshly milled flour, but you can use 4 cups of all-purpose flour. She states that right here. Usually it's, you know, working with freshly milled flour compared to all-purpose flour is a little bit different. A lot different, actually. I take that back. And it takes a minute to get used to, but for hers, she says that you can use it exactly the same. So 4 cups of flour, whatever flour you're using. 4. Okay. So we're gonna do 2 eggs. We have 2 fresh duck eggs right here. I'm actually gonna let this, no, you lied, we're still going. I never made it like this before, so I'm tripping myself up kind of a little bit. And then one cup of, oh, thank you. It calls for 1 cup of brown sugar. I'm not using brown sugar. I don't like all the icky stuff in brown sugar additive, so I'm gonna use 1 cup of sucanat. I always have trouble saying this, but that's what I'm using. You use whatever suits you. 1 cup. 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So we got our baking soda. Baking powder. And then half a cup of softened butter. I'm gonna call this a half a cup. I follow the rules so well. Boys, please turn those down. Your sister's sleeping and I don't want to hear them. Thank you. And then, I think that's it. No. Half a cup of whipping cream and then 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. I'm gonna call that half a cup. All right, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. 1, 2. All right, let's mix this baby up. Probably need the dough hook, that'd probably help. Okay. There are a lot of ingredients in here. I did not know if it was gonna overflow or not, but it looks good. I'm gonna put you guys right here so you can watch it for a minute. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I'm watching cooking videos, this is very satisfying. Oh, salt. Did I put salt in there? I don't remember if I put salt in there or not. I don't think I did, so there we go. Oh my gosh, that sucks. I dropped my entire thing of coconut oil on the ground. And the lid broke. Man, that sucks. So I went to go put, this sucks, guys. I went to go put my coconut oil away, and as I was just saying, it's so hard to open these things when your hands are greasy. Well, I spilled that entire brand new jar of coconut oil that we just opened on the ground. And I'm cringing about it. So there's that. What a bummer. I guess it forces me to mop the floor, something I've been avoiding. Okay, a little pause there for a minute, and now we're gonna get back to baking. All right, I'm gonna speed this up for a minute. It's been like a hot minute since I've made these, so I don't remember just what texture the dough is supposed to be. But I think it's supposed to be a little bit thicker than this. Let's see that. But working with fresh flour, yeah, see, working with fresh flour is different. So we're gonna add a little bit more. This is the fun part about cooking. I know that cooking can intimidate some people, but for me, baking and cooking, this is the fun part, is just figuring it out. I mean, I don't always follow a recipe, and look, even though I'm using a recipe, I'm not really following it. But that's the fun part for me. I like that. I like the whole experiment of it, and am I gonna get this right, or even if I don't do this the right way, is it still gonna taste good? I love that part of it. So I am gonna let this rise, like sit for about 2 hours before I cook them. But I do want a little bit thicker dough. So, let's see. And I'm probably honestly just gonna throw the rest of this in there because all the nutrients from freshly ground flour is right when you mill it. So there we go. Now I don't gotta worry about the waste. I don't know. I don't like how. Well, that tastes delicious. That needs more flour though. I don't like that that's not thick enough. So, because I have some more right here, I'm just gonna grind it up real quick.
That honestly looks pretty good.
It's delicious. I'm gonna taste some. I gotta let it sit for a minute. I know. So,
Perhaps more.
no,
Why?
we're gonna let it sit.
Got it. Just one more taste. Like
Okay.
with this.
No, because we're gonna use it. Okay. I need to go through and reread these directions real quick and make sure that I'm doing this right because that's thicker, but so let me reread these real quick. Oh my gosh. I completely read the directions wrong on this one. And I was supposed to add the butter and the sugar and the cinnamon together because they were gonna go in for the filling, and I just added them into the thing. I read the directions wrong and added them all the way in. So that's why that is like that. I can't believe that I just did that. I am not letting this go to waste. So I'm gonna let this rise, and we are still gonna make cinnamon roll out of it. We're gonna We're gonna see how thick this dough gets because it has that softened butter in it. And if it gets thick enough that I can work with it, I'm still gonna turn it into cinnamon rolls, just obviously not put a filling inside of it. If it doesn't get thick enough, I'm just going to pour them in a pan, cast iron, and then put the I'm drawing a blank. The cream cheese frosting. I'm gonna put the cream cheese frosting on top of it, and we will just eat it like a cinnamon roll cake. And we'll hope that works. I can't believe I did that. What a bummer. But that's all right. We'll see if this works, and maybe it'll work. And if it does, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Okay. All right, back to it. We are not gonna let this just completely wreck the whole thing, because when I was a brand new baker, like just starting out and learning to do things, something like this would have really just wrecked it for me. I'm a very sensitive person. And that would have just really just ruined it all for me. And I would have been like, okay, just dump it out and I'm not starting over. So we're just gonna fix it. Because now it's gonna be fun to see if this works out. All right, putting some plastic wrap on this. Ow. And we're gonna let this sit for probably about 2 hours, at least until it's risen a lot. I'm not sure how much it'll rise with all this stuff in it, but we'll see. Okay, this though, that's so good. I mean, if it doesn't work out, at least this was good. All right. Okay. Let me see if I have everything to make these pancakes. I really didn't look. Okay, I have everything except I only have 1 egg. My ducks are not laying a ton of eggs anymore. I think it's just far too hot for them. So let's go to the coop. Whoa, it's bright out here. Let's go to the coop and see if there's another egg. I'm gonna put you guys down here for a minute. Okay. What is that? Oh, okay. If there's another egg, then we can make the pancakes. And if there's not, we'll make them another day. Hi, babies. Let's see here. Now, they kind of lay them all over the place, right? Oh, my ducks are not very classy in this part. And they're not even supposed to be. Oh my goodness, there's 2! Well, friends. Hi, Turkey. Hi, Turkey. Hello, Turkey. Thanks, duckies. Okay. It looks like we can make some pancakes. How very exciting. Okay, friends. My camera died again, which I now have another battery on the way. I just ordered one because my camera dies very fast. But I did not end up making the pancakes. When I went inside, it was chaos. The kids were fighting and the baby was awake and everything just kind of got a little too crazy for me to continue to film. You guys would not have been able to hear me anyway. But I finished out with the cinnamon rolls. The batter was still far too sticky and it would not mold together for a cinnamon roll. So I just put them in 2 glass pans and made them a cake and then put some cream cheese frosting on top. And they were so delicious. So I'm not gonna consider this a complete fail, but it wasn't what we set out to do. So this video was shot right here on my iPhone because the camera had died. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today and learned that even though mistakes happen along the way, we can still make it work and it can still turn out delicious. So please hit that subscribe button and comment down below if you liked this kind of unedited video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.